Good day, everybody. It's currently Tuesday, the 30th of October, 2012, and we are just starting to recover from the very deadly typhoon Son-Tinh, which ripped through the Philippines, killing 27. Then it hit Vietnam and China here, killing 4 before starting to turn towards the northeast. And now you can see the remnants of this very strong typhoon. Very weak on the satellite picture at this time, but trust me, it was a rather strong one. This is actually what it looked like just 48 hours ago, just before barreling on shore here in southern China and then hitting around the Hanoi region there in Vietnam. Even a tornado was reported here in Hainan, destroying several buildings. Now, good news, no injuries came out of it, but nonetheless, just shows the intensity of this, and likely that tornado came from this cell right here. You can see that very potent one that before blew on shore as the storm skirted the southern coast. But now, if we go back to the satellite picture, it's much weaker, but still bringing some heavy rainfall across the southeast. Also, later on the update, off there towards the west into India, we're going to talk about a possible tropical cyclone formation pushing in there to southern India, and also over Japan. Well, at least at this time, cloudy skies to the end of the week. Then I do expect some significant showers. Hokkaido, though, you are the exception, still seeing some unstable, wintry type weather pushing into your area. But the Philippines, actually, it's the first time in a couple months where I checked Pagas's front page and it actually showed big shiny sun instead of the cloud and slash sun slash storm that they typically do for once. Actually, just saying, yes, today if you go outside, do not expect a threat of some thunderstorms, so enjoy it as you continue to recover from the strong typhoon that just blew through last week. We look further towards the northwest, though, we were talking about those showers over southern China, and actually that includes the Hong Kong area, where you are seeing some thunderstorm activity today due to these showers blowing overhead. Expected to persist at least through Tuesday going into Wednesday, as the remnants of the storm system continue to drift off there towards the east. You can see here by Wednesday evening it starts to pull off and then eventually starts to dissipate over much of China. Meanwhile, that low pressure area that I was talking about hitting Japan by the end of the week, that forms up here. But all in all, as far as tropical activity, I mean, thank you for tuning in, but it's rather quiet in the Western Pacific Basin. With that said, let's get over towards the west here into the Bay of Bengal, because a tropical depression is brewing just off of Sri Lanka here. It is expected to continue to move slowly towards the west before turning towards the northeast, as indicated by the India Meteorological Department. And also the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, who's also currently warning on the storm system, calling it Tropical Cyclone 02, a Bravo 02. Second storm in the Bay of Bengal this year. You can see here, though, on the infrared imagery, still fairly disorganized. Some good inflow from the north towards the south. There is a lot of convection, a lot of overall just thunderstorm activity, but you lack that center of circulation and defined eye or anything like that, and basically an eye wall. So thus the India Meteorological Department still calling it a tropical depression. JTWC just calling it a weak tropical storm at this time. But granted, we have seen in the past with storm systems of this size, despite the fact that it does have overall organization, it still is going to be packing quite a punch as far as the rainfall. Sri Lanka, you're definitely going to be experiencing the risk of some heavy rains and even some significant flooding here as it continues to push off there towards the north, even in towards portions of southern India, likely south of Madras, which is farther off here towards the north. I'm talking about around Madurai. Apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that's farther down here towards the south. You're likely going to be getting impacted with this significant amount of rain, if not already, as we see currently on the radar imagery coming out of India, which is already showing the significant totals starting to push down there towards the south of Chennai or Madras here. This is where this radar is coming out of. I know it said the storm is likely going to move towards the south, but you're still feeling the effects of the outer rain bands, and this is just a little bit farther off towards the north. So once again, there is still a risk of flooding, and this very well could be a dangerous storm. I know all eyes are still on North America with Sandy here, which is already a rather potent storm system, but let's not forget about our friends out here in India. If you are watching from India, please do share any photos or videos of the storm. Share your story with us here at Western Pacific Weather, and we definitely try to share it out to the world as much as possible. Not just here, but over towards the Philippines, Vietnam, and southern China. And this just shows a rather impressive still tropical season out here In late October, you can see Son-Tinh cruising across the South China Sea here, developing up rather quickly before making landfall. And also our newest tropical cyclone or tropical depression here, continuing to push across Sri Lanka and now off towards southern India, bringing the risk of some serious flooding. Don't think so much the storm surge or the winds, but once again, it's the rains with this one as it pushes across southern India. And here's a track actually from the Indian Meteorological Department. Now, it's drawn on, but this is what they have on their webpage, trust me here. But it just shows that here on the 30th, just over Sri Lanka before pulling off towards the north. Now, they do expect it actually to pull a little bit closer to Chennai than what the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is indicating. Actually, my thoughts likely farther down here towards the south, just given the overall prognostics of the storm system at this time. Timeline still the same, moving into Halloween here, actually making landfall on the 31st, then pushing off there towards the north, eventually dissipating out rather quickly, going into the first and then eventually into the second. It should be almost dissipated and completely gone due to the significant amount of dry air over India. But that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at westernpacificweather.com. Always remember that every day you can check back in to check out our daily satellite analysis as shown here. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Western Pacific Weather. You can follow me at Robert Spen. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comment box below. And please stay safe out there. Once again, if you have any photos or videos of any of the severe weather out here, please do share with us. We'll try our best to share it out to the rest of the world. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a great day. Bye.